What's up, everybody? We are back again into the farm and the poultry farm. So today we are around the end of week 14. Week 14, yes, week 14. And I have something very important to explain to you in this video. So I guess you would want to watch all the way to the end if you're interested in poultry farming. All right, so two main things, okay. I want to talk about the vaccination that we are giving this bird. I know a lot of you or a lot of people, out there don't want to vaccinate their birds, but I think that is a big mistake, especially if you're living here in this part of Africa, in Gambia, in West Africa. You can run into serious trouble, okay. And that happened to me with my birds, okay, and I'll talk more about that, and I'm gonna show you their house shortly before this video ends. um yeah, so what I'm gonna do, let's just walk inside the farm, the poultry house. I've already changed my shoe right there. You can see this is the shoe that will take us from here all the way to the house, the gate of the poultry house, and that one there will take you outside. So let's just walk in, and I'm just gonna show you how big they are growing now. So I'm gonna drop this on one right here, okay, and step on the other side. So this is what we do, okay, when we are going inside, just for biosecurity, and we make sure we disinfect these shoes all the time. In fact, that's the disinfectant right here. So what I will do is every 1 or 2 days I will just use this and pump it, make sure I disinfect this shoe, okay, disinfect this one as well, likewise the others over there, and this one's too are always disinfected, okay. This one probably this one's mainly we disinfect them about every day, sometimes every 2 days, okay. And always when we get inside, we always make sure we lock this door behind us so that these bats don't go out. So this is where we store the food, and this video is mainly about the food and also the vaccine. Right now in the Gambia we have big time food shortage, poultry food shortage, okay. So for us, we are really lucky to go with Gam Holland. Like I said in a previous video, they are the food security of the country. I think they are the major food providers here in the Gambia, okay. I mean Gambian brand, okay. So you can see that's the feed from them, and we normally buy in bulk, okay. We normally buy about 40 bags every month, okay. But maybe next month it might be a little bit more than that, because the bird consumption or the requirements for the birds will keep changing as they are growing. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk to you about is the feed. Make sure you choose a very good reliable source, okay. For us, the reliable source is Gam Holland, and even with Gam Holland, make sure you buy in bulk. So like I called them some time back, I wanted to have my second bag. You know what we'll do is we'll buy about 40 bags, so we're gonna take 20, and then after 10 days we're gonna take another 20, so that will take us towards the end of the month. That was what we did the last one, and that's what what we're using up to now. All right, but unfortunately for them, the other suppliers of feed ran out of food, ran out of feed. So most people started running to them, and they went beyond their what they were supplying, and that also made them run out of feed, okay. So some people like us that would go and buy from them, we all run into trouble. But luckily for us, we have a lot in store. Like we have about 20 bags in store that can take us for about 2 weeks. So that's the first thing that you make sure you settle, okay. When you are going for poultry, especially here in the Gambia, food can just run out from the market. If you run into that, your birds will be in serious trouble. Imagine with 1,000 birds, we are consuming one bag, and one bag is 50 kgs, okay. We're consuming 67 kilos a day. So imagine if you're like running 2,000 baht, 3,000 baht, up to 5,000 baht. That's a big risk if you don't get food in bulk. The second thing is vaccination, okay. I know that vaccination is really important. Some people will be like, don't vaccinate your bird, it's not safe. But if you're going for, like, if you invest your money into these birds are too fragile, okay. By the way, that one was spec, okay, that one was spec. So but anyway, we were able to save it before it got into serious trouble. Okay, two of them right here actually, but we were able to save them all, and that is all because of monitoring. So you always have to make sure you're monitoring your birds. You coming and check them every once in a while. You come and check them. Maybe check them about 5 times in a day. Okay, so that you can run into some birds that are running into or getting sick or being pegged and so on. So yeah, let's get back to the vaccine stuff. If you're doing commercial farming at large scale, when you put in a lot of money, you have to make sure. I would advise you, if you're doing your farm here in the Gambia, you have to vaccine your bird. Okay, so I wanted to do purely organic poultry, but this is the first time we're doing it. But this other time we said no, we're gonna go in with vaccine, like we're gonna be vaccinating our bird. Maybe as we are developing skills, we can say, okay, let's see how best we can grow up a farm, okay, without doing a vaccine. But you remember, like if you've been following this channel for a while, you would know that we had rabbits, we have fish ponds, we have our banana farm over right there, okay, and the birds, the pigeons, I mean the pigeons. When we are bringing in the birds, like these poultry birds, okay, we had to let go of the rabbits, okay, because we don't want to have a lot of animals right here in our farm that can make us, or that can cause us to run into trouble. See, these birds are really expensive to start with, okay, so that was the reason why we had to let go of the rabbits, so that rabbits might get sick and the sickness can get transferred to the birds. So we had to let go of the rabbits, the fish pond, and the goats. The goats, we had to let go of all of them, okay, so that we can reduce the number of animals in this farm. It's a small farm, yeah, it's a small farm, so we cannot afford to have all these animals in a small space. So I had to keep the birds, like the pigeons, that because they are really nice to me. Like I really like them. I mean, they are really nice birds. But unfortunately, about a week ago, about 2 weeks ago, one pigeon got sick. And when I analyzed it, I looked at how it was behaving and the poop. I discovered this is Newcastle, okay? And Newcastle can affect your birds, like the pigeons, I mean, and the poultry. So just with that one bird getting sick, in about 3 days, all other birds get sick. They were really doing good. I in fact was planning to do a video about them, how much they've grown, how much kids they have, you know, and what we are supposed to do to make sure they grow faster, you know, grow much larger, you know, to have more pigeons, okay. But when this Newcastle ran into them, we seriously start losing them, okay. Imagine within 3 days, about 12 birds all got sick, and within about a week, all of them died, just like that. You really don't want to, you know, get to that, okay, get into that with your uh, um, poultry, like with your poultry that is eating money, like, you know, a money machine, like a money chewing machine. So that is one reason why I will not joke with I will not joke with vaccines, okay. Yeah, so those are the two main things that I wanted to talk about in this video. So I wanted to show you the vaccine. Okay, the vaccine types are different. There are lots of different type of diseases that you need to vaccine your birds against, especially if you're living around this area. Depending on the area that you live in, that will determine what kind of vaccine to give your birds, okay. Handling of the vaccine is also very important. It is always important to keep it below 8 degrees. It has to be between 8 and 2 degrees Celsius, okay. So right here you can see we're running at 5.7 degrees Celsius. So that is what the vaccine is like. This is a Newcastle inactivated virus. You can see it right there in the first, you know, paragraph. It's a Lacertus strain, okay. So this is gonna be injected, like I said, into the birds, and that's what we're gonna be using. We should be using the automatic syringe to be able to do this thing faster. And because once you take this thing out of the cooler or the coolant or whatever you're putting it to get it cool, you have to make sure you do this thing quickly. So the only thing that you, or the only option that you should have to make sure that you have your vaccine fully administered properly, it is to use the automatic syringe. Imagine 1,000 bars to inject each of the bats one after the other, how long that would take you. So it's only automatic syringe that can help you get your bats done without, you know, ruining the quality of the vaccine. Some would just want to use the manual way of doing it because maybe the automatic swing can be expensive, but that is also going to compromise the quality of the vaccine, okay? And that might not even vaccine your birds, and you'll think that your birds has been vaccinated. I mean, so this can keep your birds vaccinated for about a year, while the live vaccine are just for 3 months, okay? Wow, they're looking at me. I think they wanted to have some food because they're supposed to have their food in about 1 hour time. When I walk in, they can see they are looking at me, and you will see that soon. See, some of them will start pecking me. Yeah, they just want to be like, what is this? Let me peck it and see how it's like. Okay, so right after that, we're also gonna do the baking. I'm gonna also show you how we do the baking. We already got the machine. So the debaking is a bit delayed. We are supposed to do it about 2 weeks ago, at 12th week. Okay, so yeah, but we wanted to do because we have to hold each bat and debake them. Okay, some will be like, don't debake the bats, but they can get really aggressive. Like the bat that I showed you, we can see the head was seriously packed. It's right over there. Maybe I will show you that another time because this video is running long. In fact, let me just try to see if I can hold it. I'm gonna show it to you how serious it was packed on the head. Oh. Oh. It was flying, really flying. Let's hold it. Oh. So this is what we do sometimes. If you want to hold it back, it will not want you to hold it. So you have to just be like running around with them until you finally get to that. Oh. Okay, good. I got it. Okay, right there you can see how badly it's injured. I hope you can see it right there. Yeah, you can see how badly that was, and it is really deep down into the head. Okay, so that is one reason you want to debake your bats. See that? That is a deep hole in the head, and Lucky Chan and the farm manager did. I'm panting. Wow, it was really difficult to get his bat. Okay, so I don't want this bat to go back. I'll make sure I keep it right here. It is 2 of them that we are trying to isolate to make sure that they are really okay before another bat will start pecking them. Once it go back into the main one, since the head is kind of having some different colors, sometimes the other bats will be tempted to check what is there. What is that different color? Really tired. That means I need to do a lot of exercise, I guess. All right, so that is one reason why you need, or the main reason why you need to debake your bat. So I was saying the reason why we kind of delayed the debaking. Oh, you can see that one right there also was pegged, but a long time ago. Another one also was pegged. Okay, but anyway, we're not talking about pecking right here or right now. So the reason why we delayed the debaking is we needed to hold each bat and debake them. Okay, cut their beaks, like slightly cut it with a machine. Obviously it's much faster and it's much safer, and it stops the bat from bleeding. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I was a bit distracted because I'm trying to pay attention to one of the bats. If you are inside your poultry bar, you have to make sure you're always paying attention to them. Even though you're doing something, you have to also make sure you're watching them. You are checking what is going around. Wow, that's a big, like, cockerel right there. Okay, so yeah, we needed to hold each bat and then cut their beak, with a machine. Okay, I'm gonna show you the process, hopefully, if we had the time, because sometimes when you're doing those processes, you'll be too, things will be too much on you. You will not even have time to hold the camera and do the process, okay, while doing the video. Okay, so we have to hold each of the bats, cut their beak, and let them go. And we need to do this vaccine, this inactivated vaccine. This vaccine that is having a strain of a Newcastle disease. Okay, so we need to do this particular kind of vaccine. Some of the vaccine, you put them in there, you put the vaccine in their drinking water. That's what we've been doing for since we started this. Okay, so but for this other one, I think it's the last set of vaccine that we are supposed to do. You have to prick the bats. You have to inject them right here in their breast muscle or in their thigh muscle. Okay, so that means for each of the bat you have to hold them and do that process. So we wanted to put this thing two together so that it doesn't have to be too separate. Processes holding the bat, cut their beak. Another day you come hold the bat. And vaccine them. And when you do any of those two, any one of them, you have to also give them some multivitamins so that that will lower their stress level, and that will really help the bat to recover from whatever stress that they're going through. So we needed to bundle these two together and do them together. So one thing that happened was I got the vaccine, but it was like 2 weeks delayed. Right now we are 2 weeks delayed into getting the vaccine. The vaccine was too difficult to get right here in the Gambia. There are ways around it as well, but they are not very reliable like how this one is. So the second one that I'm running right now into is I couldn't have the automatic syringe. Okay, since you're gonna be pricking each bat one after the other, it's gonna be too tedious to use a syringe like this manual syringe to prick them. So what you needed is an automatic syringe that you're gonna hang the vaccine. Okay, I guess I'm gonna show you like right now, if I don't forget while editing this video. You're gonna hang the vaccine, and that will connect to an automatic syringe, so you're gonna be picking them pick faster. Okay, but the syringe is not available again. Okay, so this is the second time I'm running into stuff that I'm trying to get here in the Gambia. I'm not getting it. So I'm still gonna continue checking. Okay, that's one main reason why we are still delayed. We cannot vaccine this bat, and that is driving me really crazy, especially what happened to the pigeons. Nobody will hope that. Nobody will wish that happened to your bat that you spend a lot of money on. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna let you know when I have it, once I have it, where I get it, so that if you are to that is if I'm gonna have it, that is if you're to do it yourself, you could get it so that you'll be able to easily find. Okay, even if it has to take us to go to Senegal and get it, maybe we might do that. I don't know, but yeah, so that's what I wanted to show you in this video, and what I want to talk to you about in this video. See you in the next video. Just to wrap it up, make sure you buy enough food. Okay, you buy enough feed and store them. Okay, I think right now we have about 12 bags that are left, and in about maybe 2 weeks time, no, in fact about 1 week time, we're gonna buy another 45 bags just to make sure we have enough in store. If the country run out of feed, we at least should be able to feed our bats for maybe another 2 weeks or 3 before we restock our feed. Okay, and also the vaccine, I guess it is going to be a better advice to vaccine your bats, so that you not run into mass destruction, mass losses, mass disease running into your poultry farm. So see you in another video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you do, don't forget to subscribe. If it's the first time you're running into our channel, we do videos like this and videos like entrepreneurs around here in the Gambia. See you in another one.